Have you ever seen ads like this on Instagram or TikTok? $5,000 monthly passive income. Just install vending machines and money flows automatically. Or get rich with 24-hour unmanned stores. Actually, 39% of Americans are doing side hustles, and especially after COVID, interest in passive income has exploded. Over 50% of millennials are doing side hustles. But after you see the shocking truth I'm going to tell you today, you'll realize how dangerous these easy money ads really are. The side hustle craze in America is really hot. According to recent surveys, people can earn over $13,000 annually by investing just 12 hours per week in side hustles on average. But reality is completely different. More people are looking for businesses that can really easily make money. Actually, 80% of side hustlers answered they started to earn extra money, and 21.6% of them started for making a living. This is nearly double the 11.8% from 2021. So many people now call unmanned stores and vending machines the holy grail of passive income. Think about it. No employees needed, operates 24 hours, and I make money while watching Netflix at home? It looks like the perfect side hustle. I know there's tremendous fantasy about this kind of set-and-forget business in America too. Many companies advertise vending machine business success rates of 80 to 91%, so countless people are interested. But wait, looking at Korea's unmanned store reality shows a completely different picture. Korea is one of the most developed countries for unmanned stores in the world, and the number of unmanned stores increased by 4.81 times over the past 5 years. What used to be about 208 stores in 2019 exceeded 3,530 in the first half of 2023. That's tremendous growth, right? But here's where the shocking fact emerges. According to Korean National Police Agency data, 6,344 theft incidents occurred at unmanned stores from March 2021 to June 2022. This is happening at a rate of 13 incidents per day. And this is only what was reported. Now here's what Americans need to pay attention to. Korea is one of the safest countries in the world. It maintains top rankings in the OECD Global Peace Index, and especially violent crime rates are much lower than America. If unmanned store theft is this serious even in Korea, it's a really serious problem. 38.2% of theft damages were under $8, and 38% were between $8 and $77. You might think these are small amounts, but considering unmanned store margins, these losses become a serious problem when they keep accumulating. Even more shocking is profitability. Even unmanned stores known to be successful actually have monthly sales of only $1,500 to $2,300. After deducting rent, electricity, product costs, and management fees, actual net profit is only about $230 to $380 per month. But here's one more really scary reality. As unmanned stores became known as easy money-making businesses, too many people are jumping in. Having 5 or 6 unmanned stores in the same area is now standard. As competition intensifies, prices drop and sales get distributed, so businesses that started to make easy money end up becoming businesses where you have to compete fiercely. But this is all assuming everything runs perfectly. In reality, all kinds of problems occur like machine breakdowns, theft, and product management. One unmanned store owner said this, "I have to check the store 3 times a day, and considering the time for restocking and cleaning, working part-time at a convenience store would be better." If you're thinking about this business model in America, you need to be even more careful. In big cities like New York or San Francisco, rent is much more expensive than Seoul, Korea, so achieving profit margins won't be easier. In small cities or rural areas, Korea might actually be more expensive, but there are no customers. Korea has a really unique 24-hour culture. People shop at convenience stores at 2 a.m. and use unmanned stores late at night. On the other hand, in America, depending on the region, most streets become quiet after 10 p.m. Moreover, these rural or suburban areas have such low population density that securing foot traffic for impulse purchases is difficult. It's a position that needs a high-volume, low-margin strategy, but it's not a structure where you can sell a lot even though prices are low. Actually, listening to people who have tried vending machine businesses in America, they face similar reality. Vending machines installed in good locations earn $10 to $50 per day. That's about $300 to $1,500 per month. After deducting vending machine purchase or lease costs, product costs, and management fees, actual net profit isn't as much as you think. Especially in urban areas, damage and theft problems are serious too. But even more shocking is Amazon. Amazon Go, which could be called America's representative unmanned store, is currently experiencing a closure rush. Just in 2024, they closed 9 stores, and from 2023 until now, they've closed over half their stores total. Amazon Go stores that once numbered up to 30 now only have 16 remaining. But here's one more really surprising fact. Amazon's Just Walk Out technology wasn't actually fully automated. It was revealed that over 1,000 employees in India were reviewing store videos and checking who bought what. It wasn't artificial intelligence, but actual people processing everything behind the scenes. This is one of the reasons Amazon gave up this technology in fresh stores. And this is really shocking, but Amazon's competitor called Grabango completely shut down in October 2024. This company was founded by Will Glasser, who created Pandora music streaming and raised $73 to $93 million in investment, but failed due to lack of funding, even after signing contracts with major chains like Aldi, 7-Eleven, and Circle K. If a company like Amazon, with technology and capital, is in this situation, you can see how dangerous it is for individuals to jump into unmanned store businesses. But what's really scarier is the overall retail industry. In America alone, 7,325 stores closed in 2024. This is the highest number since the 2020 pandemic. But in 2025, over twice as many stores are expected to close, about 15,000. In just the first 10 days of January 2025, 1,925 store closures were already announced. This is a 334.3% increase from the same period last year. Major chains like Party City, Macy's, Joann, JCPenney, Big Lots, and Walgreens are closing one after another. 45 retailers filed for bankruptcy protection in 2024, nearly double the 25 from 2023. In this situation, what are the chances that new forms of retail, like unmanned stores, will succeed? Unlike America, Korea's market with very high population density is definitely a competitive business. However, many people currently try unmanned store startups and quickly close down. What's the reason? First, only success stories get highlighted. On the internet, there are many stories of earning about $7,700 monthly with unmanned stores, but stories of failing and losing money rarely come out. People who fail don't bother sharing their failure stories, but let me tell you how symbolic $7,700 monthly is to Koreans. In Korea, monthly earnings of $7,700 is the symbol of economic freedom. Because Korean office workers' average monthly salary is about $2,700 to $3,800, earning $7,700 monthly means earning about twice as much as ordinary people. So many people starting side businesses or side hustles set achieving $7,700 monthly as their goal. This number is seen as the minimum standard for becoming economically free.
Second is franchise companies' marketing. They're desperate to package unmanned stores as easy money-making and sell them. Since they just need to receive initial investment costs, they don't care whether franchise owners actually fail or not. Actually, franchise failure rates reach 20% within the first 2 years and 45% within 5 years. But what's really surprising is that most of these statistics are false information based on 40-year-old data. Third is our fantasy about passive income. This is the really scary part. Many businesses promising passive income have structures similar to MLM or pyramid schemes. According to Federal Trade Commission data, 99% of MLM participants lose money. Financial planners say this: if it were really easy and realistic to create passive income, we'd all be doing it. Passive income requires considerable initial work, continuous management, and significant luck. There's almost no business where money comes in while doing absolutely nothing. Real estate investment needs management, and stock investment needs continuous monitoring. Unmanned stores are the same. Actually, there are several ways to create real passive income. First is building sufficient assets and then living off the income from those assets. Financial experts recommend investing 20 to 30% of annual income for 10 to 30 years in long-term investments. Second is creating completely automated businesses, which requires building systematized systems where employees can work without you. But this also requires enormous initial investment and time. So what are really realistic side hustles? Looking at side hustles with high success rates in America, online freelance work accounts for 29.8% and online product sales for 39.4%. Especially website design can earn up to $178 per day. Motion graphic design can earn the highest income at $52.71 per hour. These jobs require almost no initial investment costs and don't cause big losses even if you fail. Looking at businesses with actually high success rates, laundromats show 95%, self-storage 92%, and vending machines 91% success rates. But there's a trap here too. Most of these statistics are created by franchise companies, but there's also research showing 80% of individual vending machine businesses fail in their first year. Another important thing is properly understanding the market. When following trends like unmanned stores, you should first think, why would this fail, rather than why would this succeed? The reason unmanned stores are increasing in Korea is because of high labor costs and 24-hour convenience store culture. But America's situation is different. And there's a really scary statistic. In America, 21.5% of general small business owners fail in their first year. After 5 years, 49.4% close, and after 10 years, 65.3% shut down. Only 34.7% of businesses started in 2013 survived until 2023. But franchises aren't much different. Rather, franchises require more initial investment costs and continuous royalty payments. Especially in times like these, you need to be more careful. Because of inflation, consumers are tightening their wallets, and capital raising necessary for new startups has become difficult. For information industries, first-year failure rates are highest at 25.8%, and 5-year failure rates reach 54.6%. I don't want to tell you not to do side businesses. However, it would be wise not to fall for exaggerated advertising and make plans after facing reality.